We got an electrifying blue 2015 Mustang. Got a side swap quarter panel. We're going to go ahead and get it cut off and put a new one on it. Once you get everything off of it, you want to get all your spot welds marked out with a paint pen or scribe for you old timer. I've seen a lot of people use a spot weld drill bit. Me, I prefer to belt grind it off if I ain't got to plug weld it back. See, I have this problem where I grew up on the old school ways, but I've also been trained in the new school. Definitely gonna have to put a slugger or put her on the rack and get the inner wheelhouse pulled out. Here I'm just gonna grab a hold of it and jerk it till I get it about level where I want it. Then I'll come back after I get it cut off and use my hammer and dolly and get the wheelhouse all set back straight where it's supposed to be. This is a rolled hem flange style quarter panel. I'm going to have to grind around the wheelhouse and come back with my panel separator and a hammer and get it separated. Obviously using the torch with all the glue and structural adhesive and foam that these cars have in them. Here I'm hitting a crown I seen in the top of the quarter panel. If I can get her about eyeball, once I get a quarter panel off of it, I can hammer and dolly and get her right where she needs to be. I want to get as much out as I can now. Now let's get to grinding some of these welds off. Time to move on to the top side. And on to grinding the hem flange all the way around the wheel. I like to use heat. It helps everything release just a little bit easier. Yep, you always miss a weld. Now on to making my splice cut, what you want to do is overlap it, leave about 2 inches overlap if you can spare. On these Mustangs you can. Quarter panel and the factory leg there has enough meat on it to do what you need. You just lay them over the top, line up your arrows, lay you a piece of tape, and chop on through. Just be careful not to go all the way through and hit the actual structure of the car. Now we're going to take this piece, cut it up, and use it as our sleeve. Because you always want to put a backer in and behind the welds. You don't want to just butt weld them up together. It's not the right way to do things. Now I'm going to remove this quarter panel, take this latch or striker out, and I'm going to go ahead, grind everything up that needs to be grinded, put my corrosion protection in it. Now time to start welding. I'm going to single side up the flange there, down the back side, the other side to get two-sided, and then the front will get the MIG welding that it needs. Got our splice in there. Not that big a gap, pretty nice. I can get her welded up. Now the trick here is to not be so scared. Don't lay a caterpillar all over top of this daggum metal because it's so thin and you're scared to weld it. Put a little heat to it. Just keep it in separate spots. Jump around. Like any other metal, you don't want to twist it up. But this stuff is super thin and easy to weld, believe it or not. Take your time, jump around. Once you got your weld laid down, you can go ahead and grab your grinder. Grind that ugly thing off there. Get her all smoothed out. Throw your fiberglass, your putty, however you want to dress it on there. This video has gotten a little long, so I'm going to run it into another one. We're going to go ahead and show y'all the finished product of this thing as soon as we can. Thank you for watching. Please remember, hit that like, subscribe button, comment, let me know what you think. I could have swore I was supposed to put a pound of Bondo in that joint there. I did wind up putting Bondo here when I was hitting the flange. I'm not a lefty, so I kind of got a little sideways with the hammer, but we got her taken care of. Door on it, inside, good to go.